That was an absolutely fantastic game. It was so entertaining. It was absolutely brilliant. I mean, so many ups and downs.
Well, that's one way of putting it. I mean, really, in the middle game, I mean, it was very complex, and then I just blundered this pawn for no reason, and then I was lucky that I was able to find some resources and keep the position alive. But I was probably quite a bit lucky to get to that point, and then somewhere in the end game, I think I kind of tricked Vishy a little bit with a couple of strange moves I played, like this King F7, King G7 idea, and then it was just completely crazy. It feels like, I don't know, it felt like I was maybe worse in the ending, then I was maybe better, maybe winning. So it's I have to let the computers figure it out.
It's a really long game, so maybe we can just kind of cut to the chase and get to the critical moment. So, I mean, I guess, shall we start here? This is when it all kicked off, really. So,
yeah, I spent all my time calculating. I spent all my time calculating b5. I didn't really find a great response to b5, and then I just decided to take on f5 anyway, and Vishy didn't play it. He played knight e2 almost instantly, which made me feel pretty stupid, and in turn I blundered almost right away when I
we're also looking at
f4.
F4 here, actually. I mean, we didn't come to any conclusion.
I mean, it's all very complicated.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, f4, e4, and I didn't see how to stop knight e5.
Were we just playing here? I can't remember.
Knight d takes f4.
Yeah, exactly.
But knight e5.
Yeah, I think
knight 5 to f4.
I think that was the idea.
Yeah,
but even bishop b3 and king h8, I mean, king moves somewhere.
That's actually what I saw.
Might not be the end of the world.
Yeah.
Sorry, and king.
And just move the king to h7.
Somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe white's better, but it's very double-edged.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't come to any conclusion. We just noted that this was possible. Okay, so knight e2.
Okay, then I play this move f4, and after that everything's forced up until about move 30 or so. I mean, I think Vishy played it very accurately with this king h2, king h3, and really the big question was on move 32.
Okay, so f4, and now we've got this very forced sequence. So knight takes, obviously uncovering this attack here. So both of you have to career down it, and this is really interesting. h4. So the point is that if queen takes, then queen is deflected. So we have to career on. Both sides really don't have any alternative, I think. You preferred king g8 to king g6. Is king g6?
Well, I mean, if I go king g6, I'm just losing, I think. Simply because, king g6, rook d3, bishop f8, just rook d1. And I can pretty much resign because
you don't have activity.
My rooks aren't active. Bishop f8, rook. Yeah, I mean, I can just resign here.
Okay, so king g8. So this was
right. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something more forcing instead of king h2, perhaps. But I mean, this is all very logical. Just protect the pawns. Yeah, I mean, I guess takes rook c2.
So you said move 32 was...
Yeah, I mean, here the question is whether Vishy can go rook f1 or not. I mean, that's the big question.
Yeah, so I calculated rook e2, rook f7, rook b3 check, king h2, rook b3 to b2, take on d7, take on g2, king h3, rook h2, king there, then this rook to g2.
This one will...
King f3, e4, check. And after king f4, let's say just rook takes h4, knight f6, king h8, and he has covered the h7 square. But in fact, this might be winning anyway.
Yeah,
so I should have gone for this, because just king g5 and rook c1, c8, and all I had to do was just, I mean, I basically clinched the game, and then I hesitated here.
You kind of saw this roughly?
I saw this, but somehow, in some way, I think I kept inserting rook f7, and then bishop g7 sort of escapes, or something like that. So basically I screwed up. So
okay, but
knight c3 is a bit strange, but he went.
If you don't go rook f1, it's almost the only move, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
The other thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess now everything's just very forced, more or less. Just
rook d2, rook e1.
Yeah, okay. And I think, you have to take on d5
Yeah.
or else, otherwise it's really...
But here I was still optimistic. So rook takes e4, rook g5, rook a3, and I think here rook e8 is not the best. For a start, I could just take and king g4, f5.
Yeah.
But this is a bit more dangerous, I think. Okay, go b5,
Wait a minute, so king g4,
b5,
king f5,
b4,
rook e7.
knight f8. Okay, this is going to be another tempo race.
It's not the most beautiful knight I've seen. Okay, rook b7, and you just
A5.
lost.
It's not the most beautiful bishop at the moment either. Okay, but it's all...
g6,
Bishop b2.
h5. I mean, your knight's just out of the game. Bishop g7.
Yeah, but I'm going to... no, this...
G4,
it's a much
G5,
worse
yeah,
version.
yeah.
Yeah, because... Yeah, perhaps this is better. You have to,
Who knows?
analyze it.
Yeah, but anyway, it's just too difficult.
Yeah.
Rookie, it's much more principled.
Okay, so and this 43 king f7 was actually very tricky because it tempts me to play g6 check, and I thought it's a useful move to have in, but in fact maybe king g4 is just still better for white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think king g4 is going to play knight d7 now.
Rook b7.
King e6.
Yeah, this is what I didn't like, that he has knight e5 check, but I feel this should be somehow maybe g6 or something.
G6 here, and now, okay, but b4,
h5,
a5,
king g5,
bishop e7,
king h6.
knight f6, and who's winning here?
G7, I guess white.
King f7 though.
Okay.
Maybe you can go G4 maybe.
King in the corner.
Yeah, well then, but he still has
Yeah,
knight.
so it's very hard to play this because of course if I can sacrifice my knight, my pawns are so far advanced that.
Well, the point is, it's all these ideas I saw, but it's difficult to have any clarity of the board. Then I missed. Okay, anyway, I think it's just much too long a game. I'll just tell you the two interesting moments. So let's just go for this. I missed rook b6, bishop c7. Instead of rook b4, rook b6, bishop c7, rook c6, bishop a5. I missed. Bishop d8, rook b8 is winning. Rook c8 is winning, but I missed this. And
yes, now it might be losing. You still have rook c8 though.
yeah, I still have rook c8. I think it's probably a draw, but
Not according to that, it isn't. It's not suggesting he moves, but it says it's +4. I don't know whether we can trust that. But
+4 for whom? Okay.
for black.
Okay.
For
That kind of
black,
hurts.
okay.
Well, then it's okay.
Okay, it's just it's
Why
all
are you
about
even
tempos.
asking us?
Yeah,
Let's get to.
who knows? I don't know
Yeah.
why.
So that was the first thing I missed, and then this started to get very risky. Again, I can't tell you particularly what I missed. I went king g5.
Yeah, rook d1 though was what you wanted to play. Yeah, right.
Well, I wanted to go rook d1, a3, rook h1, but he has king h6.
Yeah, rook d1, a3, rook h1, king h6 now, g4. Now there's this beautiful move, knight e4.
Okay, so it just...
Not knight e6, by the way, because king e6, a2, king f6 will lead to
yeah,
g5 mate.
right, yeah.
But knight
yeah,
e4 is
let's see
correct.
that. Knight e6, go
King
on.
takes a2, and now king f6, and he can't stop mate because he can't give a1 queen. But if you put after knight e4, king e4, a2, I can't get to f6.
Yeah, that's one square too slow now.
Okay.
Yeah, and the second point, of course, is king f4, of course, is critical.
Yeah, so then I went king g5, knight e4 check, and here I wanted to play king f5, but my I put it on f4 and then released it and then saw what I had done, and so I hesitated whether I could do a Gary, but then I decided to be what's the word, uplifting, and I went king f4 F4. I tried to be at least honest, even if I was going to be an idiot. But afterwards he pointed out that king F4 might be the only move
king
to
F5
save the
might
game.
actually
Okay,
lose.
so what happens after king f5?
Now
Well, his
it's,
point was an
yeah,
eight-
because I have knight d6.
A2, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Because now if rook takes b2, there I can insert knight d6 check first.
So, no, but wait, then I go king g5 here,
I just queen and king f8.
h6 check,
King F.
king f8, g7 check.
Wait a second. No,
h6 check.
Oh, excuse me, rook b7 is not very
wait,
good.
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if king f8, g7 check, and I'm just getting there.
Yeah, you just get to the end game again. It's fine. Yeah,
Well,
like,
in fact,
you
I
can just
might,
queen.
yeah. So,
Right. So wait.
no, but it's just way too.
So I'm really confused by this stage.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Okay, so then maybe both moves are okay. I don't know. But I sort of went to f4, which releases all sorts of squares. He went here,
Right.
and now I can do it the other way also. I can give rook takes b2, a1, check, king. No, we'll get back. King f6, I thought.
Instead of king f8, you mean? Okay, go for it.
Well, we're talking the other line, John, Dan.
King f6.
No,
king
instead of
f6
rook b7, check rook b2.
In this. Here.
Yeah.
And now?
A1,
Okay, queen, rook b7 again.
rook b7, and now king f8.
It's the same thing. Same thing, no? King f8 because you have to check. I know you have rook f7 now. Just rook f7 draws easily.
No, king f6 maybe.
Where after rook b7? Oh,
Yeah.
wait, rook f7. Rook f7.
King e6.
King e4.
Queen e5 takes h5.
King f2, and then you get the rook to f3.
That's the problem again.
Yeah, okay, so king f3, queen takes h5, king f2,
And then
queen
rook
takes
f3 is
g6,
on.
and rook
then
f3,
draw.
and
Okay.
it's a draw.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why I didn't
So
play.
probably it doesn't really make a difference. So I went rook b7 check, and then I took on b2. I mean, all I had seen was that rook b8 check, and I had this king g4 later.
Right, yeah, and so takes,
And here, Hikaru rather carelessly threw away a win in 198 moves. So,
No, actually, what I saw here was I saw queen a4, and I thought queen a4, king e5. I only saw king e5, and I only looked at queen d7 here. And then after rook b1, there's still a lot of play. Queen d7? Rook b1, I think, is the only move here. This is what I calculated, but in fact, I guess queen c6 is winning, apparently. Actually,
Really?
it's just, well, how do you keep the rook?
I have no idea.
But you can go king f5 now. King f5 and start running.
well, then queen d5, I must go to
King
g4, and you
G4?
take on g2. That makes a big difference, probably.
Right. This is true, yes.
Because if you can give queen f3 check when my king's on h3, you win the
Okay,
rook.
so basically you're saying the rook can't reach security here. Because we got to check here. If here or...
Yeah, the
Wait,
rook basically doesn't have a
wait,
square, it
rook
seems.
b1? Why is this losing? No, because you can go. You run up the board. No. No. There's queen c5, d4, e3. Yeah, queen c5, king f4, queen d4, king g5, queen e3.
No, but king g3? Ah, no, then queen
Then
d3.
queen
yeah,
d3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to take...
Yeah.
And the other. Yeah, so I guess queen c6 is probably winning. For some reason, I only calculated queen d7. I just didn't. I didn't calculate, but I saw the idea. But I just completely forgot about queen c6. I guess, I guess now it's just winning.
It's kind of subtle, you've still got 3 moves to make to the time control, and you're finding a quiet move like
I
queen
just,
c6.
I just forgot. I didn't realize how safe the king was once I got to g4. Otherwise, I would have played queen a4 and probably queen d7 right away. But I only looked at, queen d7. So for example, after queen d7, move 58. Queen d7, rook b1. In this line, you can't quite win the rook. That's the problem. So I probably can play this. Maybe even this is winning in the long term, because maybe I can pick up some pawns somehow. But it's definitely a better try than the game. But, I didn't have much time, and I only saw queen d7. If I had seen queen c6, I would have played it right away.
Okay. So the game ended like this, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the king's just completely safe.
Yeah, and funnily enough, it's safe on g4. I mean, if I play pawn on g4 and just wait on g3, h3, he can never skewer my rook and king. So
it ended here.
basically, he decided to stop.
Yeah, there's no point.
Okay.
The rook gets to f5, and it's just an easy
That
draw.
was a fantastic game. Okay, it was brilliant. So tomorrow we have Vishy. You've got Magnus with black. Yeah, and Hikaru, you're playing. Are you playing tomorrow?
I guess I play Luke.
Are you playing Luke? Yeah. Fantastic. Okay.
Well, Vishy, could we just, as I'm sure you're aware, we're really keen in raising the awareness of the charity that supports this tournament, chess in schools and communities, and we just wondered if, what your thoughts were on this, and, if you could tell us a little bit about your involvement with the charity.
Well, obviously, with chess in schools and communities, I'm only involved to the extent I promote it when I play the tournament. And so far, I haven't been involved in a great way, but I am involved in a similar project in India. We call it the Mind Champions Academy, and it's something I do with my sponsor, NIIT. They're an IT education company, so the idea was born just to get chess into schools and piggyback their all the IT infrastructure they put in schools, but to leverage that to teach chess as well. We started that in 2002, and we've gotten to about 16,000 schools all over the country. And we're very happy the way it's going. I think cumulatively we've taught about 1.5 million students. So, these are students who have actually played games that we have and so on, not just taught the rules, but actually they've played at least 20 games. So, and it's wonderful to see that chess in schools and communities is doing something very similar here in the UK. Their target was 1,000 schools. I don't know how far away they're from that. They're at about 170.
It's increasing every year.
But I think, it's always nice to, see the results immediately. I mean, these kids come and make our moves for us. And it's quite an enjoyable session always because, it's always very funny. They come and do something cute. And
Hikaru, have you got involved in any?
I'm not involved, but I think what they're doing in general is great. I mean, as a professional player, it's just it's really good to see that there's so much interest in the game, and seeing, I think it's for all of us professionals, it's been great, as a career, learning the game and just seeing other people picking up the useful skills from it. It's quite nice.
Well, you've both given us some fantastic entertainment, well, not just today, but throughout the tournament. So we thank you very much, and good luck for tomorrow.